Guys, so you may know that we got these goats back here from John and Heather Crabb from our Hodgepodge Homestead. Link in the description below if I remember to do it. If not, just search our Hodgepodge Homestead. Great people. They're actually selling their house. John's going to be retiring, and they're going to be traveling the country with their camper. Kind of jealous. So when John and Heather asked us if we would take the goats, they just said they wanted a good home for them. They wanted someplace where they'd get good attention. You know, you guys see all of the kids about to come in here. So it was like perfect. That'll work. The kids love hanging out with the goats. They love playing with the goats. The one thing I told them is that I'm not interested in a stinky buck goat. Well, that guy right there, the second one, that one right there, and that little fella right there are bucklings. I have a bander. Now, I've asked a bunch of different people how old they can be before you can't band them anymore. And they said as long as you can fit their testes through the band, they're good to go. Well, I know I can fit his through there. No, I said don't bring these through here yet. Because now the goats are going to try to... See, the goats see this bucket and think that I'm feeding them because that's what I do in the morning. Kids. So, I don't think the bigger buckling, I can fit his testes through the bander. My brother-in-law Jason has a bigger bander that they use for cows. So this is the bander. You go like this. That's why I might need to get some new bands because that just broke. You go like this, you open it up, the band opens up, you slip it over their testes, you close it, and you let it go, and then their testes die and fall off. But you can see, his testes are pretty big. They will not fit through here. I'm going to have to ask Jason for his bander. We can do that little guy's right now. Now, we're going to have to use some treats to get him over here. So we'll see how much I can do in the way of videoing. But that's as simple as it is. You put the band on here, you open it up, slide it over, let it go, and then you're done. So let's go ahead and do this. And the reason why I don't want a buck is because buck goats are stinky, smelly, nasty things. And if we're going to keep these as pets, I don't want them to be smelly, and I don't want to be smelling them during breeding season. So, yes, just like Arm's family.
Like the goat named Jackface.
So we might keep, we plan on possibly keeping these guys as pets, or to use them to eat poison ivy and things like that. And I don't want them to be smelly if we keep them. So we're going to see if we can do that guy. There's no way I'm going to be able to do Hershey. He's too big. So let's get after it. Did I turn it on yet or no? Yeah, it is. So bring it in.
I can't lift him.
Hershey! Hershey! Hershey!
No, he's just trying to get away.
Here, Hershey!
No.
I don't want to get out.
Take it out.
No, over here. I mean, you cannot go on there, okay? Come over here, baby.
I can't see it. It's got to hold it.
I want the little one.
Come over here.
I need you to hold
I
it backwards.
want the little one.
Don't move, buddy.
Daddy, come over here.
Just like that.
How does that hurt?
Well, think about if you had a... Yeah. Okay, so you saw he just didn't like being held. Obviously, it's probably not real comfortable, but that's him right there.
Go.
He's hanging out with his mom. He's not acting. Now he may bray a little bit more, or whinny a little bit more, but he's not running around like somebody punched him. As a man, I can only imagine that doesn't feel very well. When I get a chance, I'll get around his backside and try to get some video and just show you. The band is just on, and I made sure that both testicles are down below, and that's all you have to do. Now, okay, that's why you shouldn't have the bucket in here, sweet girl. Okay, she's scared because her sister took the bucket away and now the goats are on. So that's it. That's as easy as it is. It took, I don't know, a minute, less than that. So you can probably see right there up there at the top, there's that green band. And that's it. Dude right there, I could just barely get his testicles through that bander. There is no way I'm going to be able to get, here, come get it. There's no way I'm going to be able to get that dude through there. It's taking a kind of weird turn, me showing you different things with the camera. But that's how you do it. So it's a simple procedure. Normally you do it a little bit younger, but John wasn't sure if I wanted them banded or not. So we can do it now. Yeah, bud.
I didn't put the necklace on.
So we got some collars from the dollar store. We may try to put them on. The nice thing about the ones from the dollar store is I don't think they're made very well. So if they get caught on something, I'm sure they'll just break. So I'm not worried about them getting caught and being stuck on something. So we got one done. We'll have to get the other bander from my brother-in-law, but that's how you do it. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Okay, we've let her back over in here. The guy we banded is just resting, keeps on laying down. We'll keep an eye on him, but he'll be fine. The next project that I want to get done is we've got one of these hoopty, when you do electric across the gate, you can take like this handle like this here. If I can get it over here and show you. Come on, handle. It's right here. I'm almost got it, I promise. Right here. See, this thing. And then you stretch it across, and then you've got electric wire across. Well, we really don't need electric wire across the fence panel. It's just one more thing to do. So a lot of times I just take it off so the kids aren't having to worry about it, because otherwise I didn't put it up above the gate, I put it down. So if you can't open the gate inside, it's just a pain. So what I'm thinking I'll do is take this wire right here. It's just coated wire. What is it? It's 12.5 gauge steel wire rated for 30 kilowatt, 30K VDC, whatever that is. It's 50 feet. What I want to do, I was thinking I'd just take it from this post right here to that post right there. But we've got the wood here. We have the freezer here, so it's not like the goats can like push over or the cow can push over. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to come from that right there, go down, trench along here, and then bring it up over on that side so that we can just open this and we can still have the fence beyond. So that's what I'm thinking. So right now I just took this little pointed hoe like this, and digging is really easy because it's all wood chips. So when I get over to here and it's more dirt, I might need to grab a shovel. I don't need to have it too far underneath the ground. I just need it far enough underneath the ground so that the animals don't mess with it. So that's what we're gonna do. Okay, so I got my little trench dug all the way over there. The goats are interested. The chickens are interested. The cow was over here. She was interested as well. Now what I'm going to do is take some of these cable staples. I'm going to staple it in here down to just about the ground, and then I'm going to go ahead and bury it. It's wire, so it has a little bit of a memory. You can kind of see it's still coiled up there, so I'm going to have to do my best because I don't have a whole lot of dirt to throw back over top of it, and I don't want to use a whole bunch of like hook anchors to anchor it into the ground. I just want to weight it. So let's see how this works. See, we got some hay this morning, 10 bales. I got it because even if I'm able to sell Prudence before winter, like I said, I may grab some calves. So I'm gonna need something. I hope the wind's not too bad. Also, I need to go in the barn and grab my tripod and some seltzer water. Seltzer water. This is Simple Truth organic pineapple seltzer water. Makes every job greater. Get yourself some Simple Truth. This segment not brought to you by Simple Truth. Although Kroger, if you'd like to, you've seen my pictures, Kroger. I buy 15, 20 cases at a time. If you'd like to sponsor this, by all means. Also, so I needed to get the tripod because I'd put it away. I think YouTube is constantly the back and forth between I want to get a project done and I also want to show it on YouTube. So somebody recently, I don't remember who it was, had been asked, how much longer does it take to do a project when you film it for YouTube? And they said 4 times as long. I was like, 4 times as long? I don't know. I guess it depends on the project, but right now I would guess 4 times as long is pretty accurate. So, but I want to share this with you guys, and we're not doing it to look for sympathy. We're just saying, hey, it takes a while, because obviously we wouldn't do it if we didn't like doing it. So, let's put you guys in this so you can be comfortable and rest there nicely, and then we'll see if I can get this cable stapled to the wall. Goats are really curious about what I'm doing. He's uncomfortable. So then once I get him through here, I'm just coming over here and knocking him off to the side. Like that. So nothing comes in here. There aren't any sharp points coming through here. One of these guys lean on it and hurt themselves, or the kids or the cow or whatever. So that, and they can't just pull through so easily. So got that done. 3 staples right there. 1, 2, 3. Now I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can start burying it. Let's see if this works. Well, the chickens see open ground and they come over and they start scratching through it. So they've already helped me and actually kind of filled this in. I'm gonna grab the little hoe, kind of dig this back out again. And then I'm just kind of doing 4 feet at a time. You can see it's all buried to here. Do like 3 or 4 feet at a time. And then I need to kind of straighten it back out and move it, because so it's not all fighting against the rolls, if that makes sense. You guys all right? I thought as I set this up there, well, I need a new phone. Maybe this will be the way to get it. But you guys seem to be okay. Okay, so it's buried. See, you can't even see it. It's like a miracle. See, the goats are really interested in it. The chickens are probably gonna be really interested in it until it's not open, fresh dirt. but it should work good. Put one staple in so far just to hold it there. I'm gonna staple it up, probably tuck it around the back side, and then just hook it on right. I'm just gonna hook it on here like I would the fence gate, which will be fine. I could hook it here too. It really doesn't matter as long as it's completing the circuit. So I'll do that and then we'll be done. I will say, if you're thinking about doing this yourself, Crocs, probably not the appropriate footwear, but that's what I wear and it works. In fact, I was out here the other day and one of the kids was out here in flip-flops and I was like, guys, come on, you can't be out here in flip-flops. I looked down and I was like, I'm in Crocs. That's probably not a whole lot better. Let's finish this up quick.
Wire.
Because this will help it. So this is what's going to take the electricity out to from one side to the other. Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
One of these is helpful. This is actually one from the dollar store. I wanted to see how it worked. It's really flimsy. I mean, unless you can't afford anything else. I mean, it works. So like, if I want to strip the insulation off, it'll. I did before. Let's see if it'll do it again. So if I take it down to like here, kind of come around like that, you can see it cut the insulation off. Now I've just gotta pull it off, which is just friction. So once I get this off, but to cut the wire, I mean, it bends. So I'd get a better one than this. So we're hooked up here. I've got it hooked right here like this. So it should be connecting to the thing. Now, I went to go take off the wire here and realized that I can't take this wire that goes from here over to there off because that's where the fence energizer is. So I had to put it back on, connect it over there. I'm kind of, I don't know, I'm kind of doubtful. Let's see what happens. Oh. Okay, so this one right here can come off because this is the one that was the fence gate. Hold on, buddy. This was the fence gate. So that was grounding out. Okay, now let's see what happens. Oh. Oh. Oh, baby. Look at that. Green. Green means go. We're live. We're good. As long as the chickens don't peck a hole through the sheathing, but it's really quite thick insulation. So even if the goats are chewing on it. That one's a milk and goat, buddy. So we're done. After I complete a hard task, I always finish with a Simple Truth organic seltzer water. Pineapple's my flavor. That hits the spot.